Welcome. Hi. Oh my gosh, it's been like 2 days. Feels like longer. Feels like forever. I was not myself. Wow. Guys, you really uh powered through. I was sick. I was sick, but I'm feeling a lot better now. Okay, still do have a little like some shortness of breath, honestly. I think talking more also triggers it more, which isn't that great. But we'll do a short stream today, and hopefully by Thursday I will be like 100%. Unfortunately, I figured out what was wrong with me. I figured out what was wrong with me. I think I couldn't. Hello, Joe. Welcome, welcome. I am feeling so much better. I don't know if you were here last time, but I was like, "Hi, Mahmood. Welcome, welcome." I'm doing so much better. Yeah, last time I was not great. I was actually pretty bad. It was pretty. It wasn't pretty. But I realized I think it was Valentine's Day. Like I my Valentine's Day wasn't terrible. Yeah, thanks, Mom. But it was probably one of my worst, maybe. Yeah. Like I'm sure there are worse ones, but it wasn't my favorite. Um, but I, in I was feeling really sad and lonely. And I think also, like, though I didn't really enjoy the movie, the Wuthering Heights, I think it also just made me feel like more sad and lonely. So I was like, okay. Um, and yeah, I was just not feeling great. And I think, I don't know, it just got worse and worse. Like my head hurt, my eyes hurt. I was crying so much. I didn't want to tell you guys then, but I was like crying. I was like a freaking, I don't know, I was crying. I cried actually so much that my blood vessel burst in my eye. Did you see it? Wait, can you see it? Which way am I going? I was like, what the heck is that? That's a great question. That's a great question. That is a great question. Um, I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer actually. I don't go outside that often. I mean, I do go outside, but I don't like talk to guys, I guess. I don't talk to guys that much. And I'm picky. Like, even if a guy does talk to me, I'm like, you already missed number one. That was number two. Three strikes, you're out. Not really, but like, also, yes, really. So, I don't know. But I also have a feeling like that was, like, I'm not gonna have, I feel like I have a feeling that every Valentine's Day that I have from now on is gonna be like the life is run. Like life is going on. I know. Honestly, I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, but at the same time, I would rather be alone than in a bad relationship. Do you know people die like that? Especially women. But it does suck. I was very sad. I was way sadder than I thought I could get. And I like and be a wife. I agree. I agree. Well, I agree. I'm on your side. I think so too. I think that sounds great. But I also am not going to like just pick anyone. Yeah, so I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I don't know. I don't want it to be out of convenience. Though I do not want to waste time either, but I also just don't want it to be like, I don't actually, I want to be happy, you know? I want to be happy. Do you guys have arranged marriages? Remind me, I feel like you told me before. with that, there is a piece in it, kind of, because you don't have to pick, and like your family's gonna pick someone like suitable for you, at least like generally your age. They obviously have the same culture and things like that. But I think also, but like when it's up to me, like I can pick anyone, which is great. But at the same time, it's like now I have to do the work, which is and it's fine, it's fine. But at the same time, it's a lot of work, and I have other work to do. I'm just like, I would love to not have to do this extra work. That would be cool. Um, Honestly, I don't know how people do it. I guess social media, not social media. What is it called? Apps. Apps. I've seen. I feel like I've been to a lot of app weddings. Like, like people who met on Hinge and stuff. Yeah, exactly. So, you don't have to worry about it, Mahmood. Oh my gosh. You don't know how hard it is. You don't know how tough it is out here to like date and like find someone. And I think also I honestly I don't think it's that hard. Uh I I don't think it's that hard, honestly. Like you can date and find someone and get married easily quickly, but I have had pretty good luck actually with dating. Yeah, you're just a kid, just a baby. Um, I've had good luck with dating, in so that like I know what's like to be treated well, and like I'm not gonna sacrifice that anymore. Not anymore, but uh, like I when I look at my dating history, I'm like, okay, so I've had guys just pick me up. Yeah, actually, I met a really nice guy on Tinder before. Um, like he he was we didn't end up working out, but like I've okay, I have had guys pick me up to drop me off at a different place and then just like leave and be like, yeah, whatever, no biggie. Two thumbs up, green flag. I've had like, oh my gosh, this is a little bit too much, but I have had this guy, uh, he put me on too much of a pedestal. Like he didn't even want me to ride in the front seat with him. He was like, "No, sit in the back, relax." That was a lot. Honestly, I haven't really dated much since like in the last few years, I guess. But when I was young, I used to date more. Um, Hate them immediately? That's hard. Uh, hmm. Maybe if they well, if they're on a date with me and they are like married, that's a big one. That's a big no-no. Like, yikes. That's actually happened. I was like, wait a minute, what? Wow, I'm leaving. Wow. That is never gonna happen. I don't know why. Anyway, exactly. Like, dude, no. It's the crazy part is that they think it's acceptable, I guess. I'm just like, no. No, if you don't want to be with your wife, divorce her. But you do want to be with your wife, clearly. So just be with her. Yeah. That's like the only one. I wouldn't hate him. I would just be like, you're disgusting. No. Maybe. I can't speak for everybody, I guess. But I can't relate. Because also for me, I guess one thing I've noticed when dating is that I have been prioritized. And I don't want to feel like a burden. And I don't want to have to ask for priority. I've also realized that's a big one with me. Like, I've had I've had people take off work to spend time with me. Um, what are other things? I mean, some people like apples and some people like oranges. Honestly, I think that if it was meant to work. Oh, also, by the way, we're making a color wheel. That's why I'm cutting this cardboard. We're gonna turn this into a circle and then we're gonna paint it and then it'll be very color wheel cutesy. And I'm thinking to have like another layer with like the reasons that like or like not the reasons but like the different like emotions and stuff that the color gives you, and then I can use it for like YouTube videos and stuff. Yeah, I know. I don't like being alone, but I don't like being in a bad relationship either. I would arguably worse. That's way worse. Uh, Especially because I feel like I give a lot of time and energy, and if I don't get that back, like, and it's not even like I need that much, but effort goes a long way. It is going to be a big wheel because I want to be able to be like spin and have it be a really good visual. So I'm going to probably make like 2 or 3 wheels and then I don't know how I'm going to put it together. I don't have any brads. Hi, 4Box. Welcome. We're just talking about how depressed I was. How depressed and sad I was and how in pain. So fun over this Valentine's weekend. Honestly, I'm glad I had a 4-day weekend. But because I oh yeah, Ramadan starts today, right? I think it's also the Chinese New Year, and I think there's something else. There's something else, maybe. But yeah, today is a lot of oh, tomorrow. My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh. Anyway. So I'm gonna cut this into a rectangle. That's step 1, and then I'm gonna make it into a circle, and then we're going to make it into, we're gonna paint it, and then we're gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna attach it. I might have to like finagle something. But how are you guys? How are you guys? Yeah, that's enough about me. Enough about me. It's better to make it. I think it'd be more fun. Also, what I like, I'm an artist, man. If I can make it, I will. um, Also, I just kind of want it to be really specific. Filing your taxes. Ugh, it is tax season. I like getting the return, but the work of it is like. But since I started doing my taxes myself, I get way more back. The people at the tax agency, they don't care about my business the way that I care about my business. Like, I had to realize that like they're this is just like I'm a cog in their machine. They're not going through my receipts. They're not going through my statements to figure out what am owed back. But I will. I will go back. I'll go through it. Definitely easy peasy. Not easy peasy, but I'll take the time because I it's mine. Anyway. Guys, the amount of like sweets I've eaten in the last do you buy in USA 50%? I don't know what that means. 50% taxes? It's not that high. Taxes are like in the teens max, I would say. I don't really know. Guys, I watched so many like rom-coms this weekend. You don't pay taxes? Oh my gosh. I'm here to book a flight. You guys don't pay taxes? California gets to 50%? Wow. 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 I need to stop doing that. That's ridiculous, actually. That should be illegal. Okay, so it's gonna be just this size. It's probably gonna be, okay, like a little bigger than my head. It'll be cute. It'll be cute. Oh, I finally had an idea. Oh, also, not an idea. It wasn't even my idea. Somebody else told me that I would be good at it. But I guys, okay, so when I start doing like YouTube videos seriously, I'm gonna do like a section, I guess, like a type of video that I want to dub color commentary, where I talk about like the color stories of different movies as like that's the review. Like I just talk about the way they use the color. I think that'd be so freaking fun. And it's something I notice anyway, and like I don't know. I think it would be a good idea. But I was watching so many rom-coms this weekend and just crying and like having ice cream. It was extremely cathartic actually, but also terrible and I hated it. Um, US healthcare, especially for me, mm, maybe Britain or something, I don't know. We have some great doctors in the hospitals, but it's gosh darn expensive. Do you know in other places they don't charge you at all? It's just a right to have health care? Wow. That makes sense. Like, yeah, you didn't ask to be alive. You didn't ask to be sick. Why should we punish you? Why should we steal everything you have? That's wild. That's so wild. We do have good education though, I must say. Well, for the most part, actually. Depends on where you go. I guess every place is like that, has highs and lows. But a lot of people come to the US to get their degrees, so I don't know, we're pretty good. Guys, I could not breathe at all. I believe it. People fly out to get works done all the time. I think there's this place in Korea that does like, oh gosh. Okay, so my head doesn't hurt as much. It doesn't hurt as much. My stomach stopped hurting, and my eyes don't hurt as much. But I do still have the shortness of breath, which is kind of the worst one. It's hard. I've heard that it's been getting more difficult. But how is it hard? How am I going to make this rectangle into a circle? Let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to put a dot in the middle and then I happen to have some string. So I'm going to lasso a pencil. I do not have a pencil. I'm going to lasso a pen, use the string. I'm actually just going to do that and show you guys. Well, I don't know. How can I show you guys? Oh, yes. But you could get like a student one or a temporary. Right? Or can't you just use a passport? Possibly. I don't know. You guys have passports, right? Doesn't everyone? Everywhere has a passport, right? I would imagine. Okay, so I'm doing this. I marked where I want the thing to be. Okay. And then I'll use the string. Oh boy. I'm just gonna do it like this so I can see. Oh. Interesting. That does sound like the USA right now, though. So, but is that common? I feel like it isn't. What? We have been deportation happy for quite a bit. Ooh, this is not a circle. Ooh, it's so lopsided. You know, I'm just gonna work with it and fix it up. He had the visa and they turned him away? That's annoying. I can't imagine going somewhere after getting all the proper paperwork and then being deported. I'd be like, okay. 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 How odd. Okay, here's almost a circle. We're gonna trim it up a little bit. Make it nice and pretty. Sorry. Guys, I like literally, I don't know what's wrong with my lungs. Oh, actually, I looked at my symptoms and it's called, it was called heartsick. Oh, well, why did he want to go? Also, the nausea's gone away. I never ended up throwing up, really. I guess I wasn't really eating. But the nausea went away, which is the most important part. And I got my appetite back, which is also good. Guys, I was really going through it, my god. This is good enough, yes. But also, it really, like, the good thing about this tumultuous, this difficult weekend was that all of my, like, support system, I guess, everyone was so there for me. And I really appreciate that. Like, I could not explain what was wrong with me, but they were just like, okay, it's fine, I understand. Like, I was hanging out with my mom to see the movie. We were supposed to go grocery shopping afterwards, but I really just couldn't. I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I did not explain anything to her. I was like, I don't feel good, I just want to leave. And she was just like, okay. I mean, she was clearly disappointed, but I was just like, I gotta go. And then my friends, I canceled 3 plans. I canceled plans 3 times this weekend. I was like, I just want to be alone. And they were like, okay, hope you feel better. Such sweeties. I miss them, but I just wanted to sit. I just wanted to, like, not be doing anything. But I watched so many movies. And they did... Interesting. So they were... Jeez. That's annoying. I would be pretty pissed, actually. Like, you invited me. In the end, they apologized. Ooh. Oh, what was the problem anyway? He had the visa. That's not looking great. That's a little embarrassing, actually. This is circular-ish. Circular-ish. Let's do the next one. Wait, he apologized to them? Wait, do you mean they apologized to him? It doesn't sound like they had any, or he had anything to apologize for. Okay, the movies I watched, guys. I watched so many movies. I watched, He's Just Not That Into You. That was the first one I watched. I watched, The Notebook. I used to get the Notebook mixed up with the Titanic, and I think it's because they have the same like framing thing. The Notebook was so romantic. Oh my god. Um, I watched obviously Wuthering Heights. So recommend. So recommend. I almost watched 27 Dresses. Wait, did he apologize or did they apologize? You just said you wanted to visit. America is pretty cool. We have some stuff. We have some things. I mean, I live here, so I know a little bit about that. Oh. Oh, wait, so he didn't have the visa. I'm so confused. I almost watched 27 Dresses. But I didn't. I feel like I've seen it before and I don't know. Oh, I watched this one Black Mirror Okay, yeah. I I could tell. I was like, I feel like I'm not putting everything together. Um, yeah. Sorry. It might be me. Um, but I watched this Black Mirror episode. No, not one day. It was definitely like the whole weekend. Like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today, I'm feeling a lot better, actually. I'm feeling a lot better. And I stopped sitting around. And not even sitting around, resting really. I did not feel well. Kind of. I felt like I wanted to, not really, typically, but I was just really sad, and I wanted to watch rom-coms, I guess. Even though they kind of made me more sad. But at least I could get it out. Like, I feel like, honestly, I needed that. Like, I feel so much better now than I did before. Ooh, give me a recommendation. I used to watch more African movies when I was growing up. My dad would take us to like the African food store, and uh, pick out the movies, but they're so. It's kind of like K-drama, I guess, like with how excessive they are. I'm just like, dude, that's so unrealistic, but it's so funny. Or like it's just like very dramatic. Dramatic is the word I'm looking for. Black Mirror. Okay, also, like I feel like it's on Netflix, yes. The episode I watched, yes, it's called Eulogy. Oh god, it was heart-wrenching. So, okay, spoiler alert, because I am going to tell you guys the whole plot of the movie, plot of the episode. Anyway, so the guy, he gets this card from like a delivery from this place over across the pond, and they're like, "Oh, we work with this service called Eulogy. Do you know Carol? Uh, can you tell us anything you remember about her? Da 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 da." Oh, and I watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I think I feel like I'm butchering it, but maybe I'm not. Jim Carrey is so good. He's a great actor. There was a point where he was supposed to be like 5. I was crying. They just had him as an adult, but like small. I was like, what is happening here? I love dramatic movies. Okay, well, give me a recommendation. Yeah, they can be sad. I think, yeah, they can be sad. It's okay. Sometimes life is sad. Sometimes life is good. Sometimes life is happy. I also watched Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh, that was a good movie. It's like an all-star cast. I think it's like the same people that did New Year's Day or something, New Year's Eve, which is another movie that was similar with all-star cast like that. I think it came out around the same time too. I was like, you liked New Year's Eve, huh? They did Valentine's Day. But Valentine's Day, I didn't realize how much weight I put on it. Like, it's really important to me. um, Might be my favorite holiday. But, however, comma. Eulogy. Okay, so the guy, he does know Carol, actually. At first, he was hesitant to go down memory lane for Eulogy. You know, they had, like, the technology stuff. They were like, yeah, so if you remember anything about her, we'll just grab it for the eulogy. He did remember things about her, but it was painful for him because he loved her. Oh my gosh. He loved her so much, and honestly, he was upset to find out that she had died. I guess also just like finding out over like the mail. He was like, what the heck? But as they're going down memory lane, he feels so jilted by her, which he really shouldn't. Oh wait, it's called Seko? Hold on, my chat's not loading. Can you guys see me? Okay, so he is... Gosh. He is, going down memory lane, going through photos and stuff. Okay, I'll give it a watch. Where can I watch it? Okay, cool. Good. Because mine still says connecting to chat. So, I'll just be reading it from the screen. But he goes down memory lane. He has cut out her face of every picture they had together. Or like burned it out with like a cigarette butt. Like, he was really pissed. But he feels jilted for a reason he should not feel jilted. Basically, his big like, yeah, she betrayed me, was when he proposed to her at this restaurant. He flew out to the UK to see her, and he proposed. She didn't know he was going to propose. She just thought he was visiting. But she gets up from the table and leaves, packs up her stuff, and is like gone. He never sees her again. But listen, she wrote a note for him that he never read, asking him to come meet her the next day if he still wanted, because she was pregnant. She's pregnant with another person's child. He had been cheating, and so when she called to him one time, and a girl that he basically, the girl he was like, oh, don't worry about her, answered the phone. And so she was like, oh really, we're doing that while I'm in the UK? Anyway, so she had an affair of her own, ends up pregnant. She was embarrassed, I guess, but she was like, I would marry you, but I didn't want to say yes without like giving you the whole situation, because I didn't know if you were going to accept that. And then all those years later, he is still single, and he reads the letter, and he's just like, gosh darn it, I'm just like, whoa. She loved him the whole time, and he loved her the whole time, but he never saw the note. He cheated first. It was complicated, but it wasn't... I feel like they could have reconciled. Honestly, he probably would have been fine, but... Hey, Vic! Welcome. My chat is still not loading. Hold on. My computer is bugging out. Okay. Okay, interesting. Error occurred. Can we refresh? What are we gonna do about that? Okay, so we have this wheel at least. Actually, we have two. I'm gonna start doing the sections. Okay, so how many sections are on a color wheel? I feel like I want to say 6, but that might be 8. No, impossible. We need 3 for the primaries and then 3 for the others. Okay, so 6. What is happening? I'm just gonna squirt it out of here. And that's not working. I left this in my car for a winter. Do not recommend. And now it doesn't really, the pump part doesn't really work. It's my own fault. But I do, wish it would work with me today. That would be super helpful. Whatever. I'm actually just gonna use something else instead. Oh my gosh, what is going on? It says that I have internet access. I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. Cool. Great. Awesome. Very cool. Kelpie vibes. I may have to end stream early today. That would suck. But whatever. That would suck. What? Okay, let me find the white paint at least so we can make some progress while this is figuring itself out. I do have this Galleria acrylic. I'm also just going to use sponge brush because I don't want to use any of my brush brushes. Using them with acrylic, not my favorite. I just put a little dollop in the middle. I'm going to brush it on. I should use some water though at least. Since I am using a sponge as well. Oh, it smells so interesting. I guess it just smells like acrylic. I'm gonna get that water cup actually, since I can't see. Okay, and we're back. I don't really know what we left for, but problem solved, I hope. Seemed like I had Wi-Fi. Anyway, not really sure. Let's grab that water. Actually, I'm gonna try and spread it as much as I can without the water first. I should probably spread it with the application as well. Just because I want it to dry faster. And obviously if you add water, it will dry slower. Okay, I'm gonna dabble it in. I'm gonna dabble it in, give it some... I feel like I'm gonna break this. Okay, let's do a thin circle. I don't want to get on my pants or anything, but I'm gonna go around the perimeter. Oh, I also watched American Psycho. I was in the mood for a slasher. So, but then I couldn't sleep, so I don't know. Maybe not my best my best thought process there. I was actually in the mood for a slasher or like a home invasion horror, which I typically am not in the mood for, but I don't know, I was feeling chaotic. Like a little dabble of it. Just like a little. Oh my gosh, okay. Ooh, I'm getting somewhere. Almost to the blank spot. Gosh, this is actually taking a lot longer than I expected. Probably because I'm chatting so much. Alas. I'm gonna hunker down and get her done. Okay, we're actually almost there. I never turned it back on from the break. Wow, thank you. Gosh, I was talking to myself for like a good 20 minutes there. Ha 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 ha. That's fine. Hi, SSJ. Welcome. How are you today? Okay, this is what we have so far. Purple doesn't look as bad on camera, actually. It's still super glossy. They need to dry. But this is a good start. And then I'll go over it with some, oh, no, it was me. That was my bad. I'm gonna go over it with some, like, black marker. And then, to make it more definitive. And then I'm thinking add it onto this, and then I can spin it. That seems like fun. I have a spinny thing. I think so. Thank you, Mahmood. I agree. Since I am having such technical difficulties, though, that's all for tonight. Unless, I mean, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot of... No, yeah, let's just call it. Okay. But I will see you guys on Thursday. Oh, only 1 hour stream today. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Au revoir, arrivederci, adios, ciao, assalamu alaikum. What? You don't have to apologize. It's not annoying. Oh my gosh. Anyway, have a good night. See you guys next time. Au revoir.